Hi, here we have one of my Cycas Revoluta that's not looking very healthy at all, which is down to my own fault. I left this out over winter in my front garden in a pot with no protection whatsoever, so it has yellowed and got winter damage. We had a mild winter in my part of the country in the UK. -3 was my lowest temperature, and to be fair, I thought it would be okay. The one in my back garden, which faced the same temperatures but does have overhead protection, which is the only protection it had, there was no fleece, no nothing on it, is looking so much healthier and greener. Now that was a new flush that came out last year and has stayed in really good condition despite the winter, whereas this one stayed looking really poorly. I have potted it up earlier in the year, and because in the UK we've had a very hot summer, it has naturally encouraged this sago to put out a new flush. Now once I see that bud in the middle was starting to push out new leaves, I encouraged it more by giving it what's known as the monsoon treatment. So to start with, I was giving it warm tap water just to try and keep the temperature of the soil higher and to just let this plant think that there is lots of water source coming. I only did this because I could see that it was about to flush and them new leaves in the center were getting ready to push out. Once I'd seen this, I've kept it now in my greenhouse because temperatures are slowly cooling down and it's late in the season, and I really need to sort of get that flush out fully done before the season sort of finishes and the cold weather comes. So this will be going in the greenhouse where it's usually probably nearer to 30 degrees compared to outside, which is probably around 20-ish. That will just help the heat to push that spike out. Now the problem is, once that spike gets fully up and the leaves are going to want to open and emerge, then this plant will have to sort of stay outside, because if I keep moving that plant, the leaves as they open up and I keep moving the direction in which the sunlight is hitting them, they will probably twist as they're opening up. Now that twist will stay. So generally speaking, when they start to open, so when that spike gets fully up, then I need to just leave it out here in the same position and let it just find its own way to face the leaves all opening up to face the sun. This one has done the same sort of thing. This one's planted and this one has done absolutely fine. So at the moment, all this is doing is sitting in the greenhouse in the higher temperatures. It's getting watered probably nearly every day just to make sure it stays moist at the soil, and it's probably getting a liquid seaweed feed maybe every 3 or 4 days just to give it a little bit of encouragement to push out some nice green leaves. So we'll leave it at that. We'll see how it keeps pushing out, and then hopefully I'll have a nice looking fresh sago palm for the future, which I can post a video to show you how it all turned out. Cheers.